we are here, episode 2, Ultimate Blerds. I'm your boy, Recruit Zero.
Yo, what's Uncle Charles? What it do?
Yes, sir. We are back again, and we are talking about one of the largest cinematic universes, Marvel.
One of the best falls from grace.
Damn, not the fall from grace.
The fall from grace, baby.
But we here to figure out, can Marvel bring back the feeling with their future projects? Because right now, I don't have a feeling. Like when I walked out of Endgame, after they hit Thanos up, sent him back to where he was going. I haven't had that feeling yet. Again.
I knew it was in trouble on that second one. Infinity War was great, but I knew when they did that, we going back in time and time travel and stealing this, and then everybody comes together. I was like, this how we ending it? I was like, all right, it's over. It's over.
But it's still, there was still some excitement around it. I feel like now we got like fatigue of Marvel. Like they're pulling back their release schedule because people are just like, another one. Yeah.
So let's talk about where it is right now.
Right now, I feel like it is in the worst state it's ever been.
Okay.
Personally.
It's about dead, if you ask me.
It's like it's what we got
DC
coming out.
Away. It's one DC movie away.
Right.
From
like
just being like, ooh.
What have we had this phase that's like
Deadpool,
must see?
I haven't seen it, but yeah,
damn.
Deadpool,
so it wasn't must see then if you haven't seen it.
I mean, I seen the cameos. I'm about to make a name for this. Like I seen all that, but like, I mean, you're asking me like, what's the current state is? Okay, I think they stopped the shows. Oh, they got Agatha.
They got Agatha, which I don't understand why they thought that was a must do property. WandaVision was dope, but spinning that off from WandaVision is like that's too many steps removed from Carrie.
So Blade is in development hell.
We're gonna talk about that later.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying, and you were right about the focus on movies. I guess you could say like it's in search of a hit. Like
it is
the next big thing.
Yeah, because we had what was supposed to be a major thing was Eternals, and I've never heard anybody talk about Eternals since it left the theater.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked about the giant Eternal that came up out.
Apparently, that's where like Wolverine, that's coming to play with Wolverine and X-Men, and they took the metal. Adamantium came from the big.
I don't believe.
I mean, let me put it like this: a big statue in space, and we have, to your point, never seen like it's nowhere in the background. Like they should be in all skylines.
Nobody even mentioned it again. They were just like, "Oh yeah, that's crazy."
It's in search of a hit. It's in search of a hit, and then thinking about like the hits, right? Like let me ask you this: like, let's talk about what built up to where they were. Like, let's go back a little bit, right? Like we know Iron Man, we know Sam Jack's coming in with the bald head.
First, wait. We gotta give credit to my man Blade starting the joint off first.
Blade,
then Iron Man.
Well, we really messing up. We all over the place because it's like Blade. There was some X-Men up in there,
but they weren't in the MCU yet.
But it was still getting people used to the idea of superheroes.
Well, yeah, in general superheroes, but Marvel itself,
Iron Man.
It was Blade, then Iron Man.
Okay,
and then we got the Avengers.
Yeah,
which that really smashed the game for us, and then. It's really Endgame really was the end of like the high watermark for the MCU.
Well, because sometimes some things just should end. Like some stuff is just over.
But we got so many stories to still tell that they should be able to do competently.
Yeah, but you could just tell a new story. Like it doesn't have to be like from the continuation of another. Like that story ended.
So you think part of the problem is them trying to keep everything interconnected?
Yeah, just starting like you could harken back, but it's like I don't want to watch 8 movies, 3 TV shows, and
just to know what's going on.
And I tried. Well, I watched Moon Knight.
Yeah, Moon Knight was hard.
Yeah, I tried watching Hawkeye. I got about 4 episodes in, 3 episodes.
Did you watch Echo?
What was that?
Exactly. Damn. That's tough. That's tough.
I'm just saying. I watched some of the movies, like, but it's. I don't know, man. again, I go back to like everything having to be tied into everything.
Yeah.
And then they just got too damn silly.
Which one you felt was silly?
I think it was like Thor. It's somewhere around like the second Thor.
Oh,
movie.
Ragnarok?
Yeah, and it was like, this is what we're going with now.
They
and
did
like,
try to do too much comedy. Like in the earlier ones, it was the better mix of comedy and action. And then it was like they just tried to get too into themselves and get that done. And it was just like, we're here for action.
Yeah, it's like I don't want like a gritty Batman tale, but I just want something a little more cohesive. Like you have good stories that you could tell. I watched the one. What was the one with the scrolls in Sam Jackson?
Secret Invasion.
Yeah, I watched that. That one was pretty good. Like sometimes it's like it's not about the main characters. If you could like craft something in the meantime between movies,
I felt like Secret Invasion had promise, but they went the wrong way with that. And top of that, the quality issues with the VFX, like Daenerys with the swole arm look crazy. Like, nah, I was like, y'all could have went so much better with this because it was hard.
Yeah,
like Nick Fury out here on his spy stuff, all that type of stuff, and then it was just like. You got my man from Bridgerton just doing whatever. I'm like, bro, what's going on?
Can we talk about Sam Jackson's black space lady a little bit?
That was out of nowhere.
It was like, he's married?
Right. Like, they never mentioned none of that. I'm like, fam, that might have been something we would have liked to know.
Like, try to have a kid or something?
Right. Bro, whole time, bro.
What was this? Like, after the iPad? Like before the iPad?
Nick Fury was the super spy, so he know how to keep a secret hidden.
Yeah, he was laying it down, I guess, But, I mean, even in, like, when we talk about Marvel, like, let me ask you this, like, what are your top moments? I got a list of them. But I'm gonna
For me, it was definitely Endgame with the final battle, on your left type stuff. Cap lifting the hammer. Civil War for sure. When I'm sorry, I know there's a lot of people. It's a very divisive moment of whether you're on Cap's side or Iron Man's side for Civil War. But Bucky and Cap was giving Iron Man the work in that joint. And that's one of my favorite scenes out the whole MCU.
Yeah, it's like, I can't say what I want to say, but yeah, I ain't with Cap. That man's the police. That's supposed to be your homeboy. He's like, did you know? Yeah, I knew. You was gonna tell me?
But Bucky was his man from way before that.
I thought he was dead, bro. Now we boys.
But like, that's my man's from way back though.
But you ain't even gonna pull me to the side and be like, bro, we need to have a talk.
I mean, he thought Iron Man would understand. Like, my man was brainwashed. And he was like, yo, my man was brainwashed. Like, could we be cool? And
that's why I lump him and Cyclops in the same group. They're the police. I don't mess with none of them. I ain't trying to hear about none of them.
So Cap was just supposed to abandon his mans from way back?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Or at least tell me, at least give me the heads up. You wait till the end. And then it's like, oh, he put the work on him. My whole armor's busted. Like, you wait to get, then you jump me after I'm beat up. And it'd be like, hey, now we got to beat you up too.
You knew your arm was busted. You should have fell back. Man. You try to fight 2-on-1, you get to work.
Bruh, I'd be making an anti-serum and jail. It'd be over for you. Like, please believe I'd be poisoning you. I got all the money in the world. Jarvis is coming up with something. Nah, like, and it like, even like Captain America. I don't get what's so dope about Captain America. I'm sorry.
He's Captain America. Like,
he's about as plain as you could get.
I mean, he like Superman with less power.
Exactly. I don't like Superman either.
Damn, that's crazy.
Superman gets beat by like regular people. Like, your greatest supervillain is a regular man in Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor mad smart.
That's what I'm saying. You are the strongest thing on planet Earth.
But he's not like killing dudes though.
And a smart man beat you.
He got the same problems as Batman. Like, he don't just eliminate problems. Like, he's like, yo,
Batman's
I don't
a regular
want
man. Batman's a regular man. Superman. See, we get on a tangent, but I will stay here for a bit. I will die on this hill. All right. Superman gets beat by just like, Superman shouldn't be getting touched. Yet somehow when I watch him on TV, I don't care.
You just want, then every episode be over in like 2 seconds.
It don't matter. Be an unstoppable force. Figure something out. But it'd be like, dudes would be like, man, I got on like a powerful belt. And Superman come down. Superman be like, stop. He be like, damn. It's like, this was, why is this hurt? Why does this hurt? Why are you losing? Why are you losing? Like, I'm just saying, like, okay, Batman, long list of villains that was like, felt like on equal footing. Like,
because he's a regular dude.
Exactly. You're the most powerful being on earth, and your greatest nemesis is a regular man.
But he can't kill him.
Your greatest nemesis is a C-suite executive.
But he can't kill him. So what you want him to do?
Listen, I'm just saying. Look.
All right.
We'll save that.
We'll get into that. Yeah, we'll get into that in another episode.
So I have a top moment, and I know you're gonna laugh at this.
Okay.
It's a top moment in the MCU.
What?
When they swap Terrence Howard and Don Cheadle.
Come on, man.
Iron Man.
Not Iron Man.
Hey, man.
That was a fumble for Terrence Howard. That was a super fumble.
It's as bad as Ja Rule and Ludacris in Fast and Furious.
Damn. Not Ja.
Hey, man. Let's
Not
go.
Murder.
Let's go. Menage. That was a top moment.
That was pretty bad.
I was like, oh,
for Terrence
snap.
Howard.
Terrence Howard's in a Marvel movie. This is about to be the biggest thing
Imagine
ever.
what could have been different for Terrence Howard if he had stayed
It just took
as Rhodey.
Yeah.
But Don Cheadle, my man, though.
He is.
Don
I'm just
Cheadle.
saying. Just you can see him like in the suit flying like, hey, man.
Hey, man.
My
Hey,
legs.
Tony, man. Hey, Tony, man. That is a good moment. That is a good moment.
Of course, Black Panther. We all did this.
For sure. For sure.
Everybody, Black Auntie was crying in the movie.
Black Panther was dope.
You know what I'm saying?
The first one was the moment. The last one I was not as hyped about, but we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Talk about that.
I'll tell you, that was a good moment for sure. Black Panther for sure.
Snap.
The snap was dope.
Snap was dope. I like the snap because I like when superheroes lose.
That's true though. It does up the stakes. When
it
you're
does.
Like, oh, Thanos is like that.
Yes. That's why I didn't like the other one, because it was like, she's, people falling for the banana in the tailpipe. Like Thanos is like this great dude. It's like, then we're gonna go back in time. And then we're gonna steal this. And then we're gonna snatch this. And then the next thing you know, he's like, oh no, you got
the villain can't win forever. He had his win with the snap, and then you came up with a plan and fixed that.
That's true. I think the other thing that stands out too is you spoke on this. Well, you didn't speak on it. You spoke about Cap. But the Spider-Man intro.
Oh yeah. That was hard in Civil War for sure.
Like that went hard. I think the introduction of Black Panther went hard.
Yeah, when he came through on Bucky, that is a prominent moment for sure. Cause he's like, oh, this dude got them hands. The suit looked crazy. He was chasing them through the highway or whatever, that tunnel. So yeah, that was definitely a top moment.
Marvel was at its best when it did comic stuff. Like it catered to like, we know you're gonna enjoy this thing.
Right.
This particular moment. And
right.
It had
like bringing that to the screen.
Yeah. And I think we give it a lot of props, but it really changed the game was the post credits.
Definitely. Because now you look for post credits in non-Marvel movies, like maybe they'll sneak something in.
Yes. Like I will sit and look at like media stingers. Like when I'm in a movie theater, I'm like, does this have like post credits?
I always search.
Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But like that was another big moment. So it was like, these are like these big moments. But again, I think sometimes you had all these big moments. I think you have to let things breathe. Like,
yeah, they did start overloading too much. It was like TV, like you said, having to watch 4 TV shows and 2 movies to know what's going on is like, it's too much for the casual viewer. It's just like, some of these things need to be standalone, just interesting, self-contained things so that people can still have that engagement regardless of where their path through the MCU is.
Yeah. And then it's the other thing I think that like messed them up, right? And, kind of talking a little bit about the future a little bit is they didn't have like someone next, like a next group. So you retired Iron Man. I guess, at the time Thor was dipping out. Captain America, he was like, I'm old, I'm out, right? And so it was like, okay, like who's gonna be the next group? And like your replacement is like not good. Like
you're not rocking with Falcon?
No.
Come on, son. Black Captain America is fire.
Black police officer is fire.
Bruh, come on, son.
All right, here's my thing about that. I was like, one, I just thought his outfit was trash. I was like, I just want to have a better outfit. And I liked him as Falcon. Like, I thought he was dope as Falcon.
Right.
It's not that I'm like, oh, it can't be, a brother as Captain America. That's not my problem. I just thought he was a solid character on his own. And like the way they did it was like, I didn't like the series. Like the
Oh, you didn't like Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Nah, I didn't really like that.
What? Come on, man.
Like I listen. I know what I'm about to say. It's gonna just get me out the paint. Ain't nobody gonna like me no more. But like, I just wasn't feeling the whole like, you know what it is, black man, when I put on this shield. I'm like, yeah, I get it, but why are we so heavy-handed with it? Like, I don't need like message. Like,
why not?
I don't want. I'm just straight.
If you didn't have that, then people would be like, "Oh, why aren't you touching on black issues or whatever?"
Okay, you know what? Okay, you know who does like black stuff really, really well, and I really loved it. It was like Boondocks, very, very smart satirical stuff, and it was just elevate me outside of just like the struggles we've been through in our lifetime. When they injected me with the serum, I was the unknown Captain America.
That was the one dude. That wasn't even what the whole series was about.
Every time he talked, it was about like, I'm putting on the shield, I'm doing it my way. And it's just like, bro, like just go fight, my dude. Like, just go fight. Like, we could talk about this later, but like in the montage, you in Louisiana, I went down in the bayou, throwing my shield against a tree. Learn how to catch it.
If they didn't do that, people would be like,
mama eating crawfish. Like, no, right, bro,
people would have been like, why didn't you touch on such and such?
All I'm saying is there are ways to touch on it that are smart. And like ways that you could touch on it that are like, I like that. Like, that was cool. I just
so
felt
you
like
thought it was too heavy-handed.
Yeah, I just thought it was like, and it was just like, damn, you gonna put some finesse on it? Like, we just gonna hold it like this. So I mean, like, okay, I'll put it like this. Let's say we keep him, right? I'm down for it. So he's Captain America. That's cool.
Okay.
Who's his posse? Who's his road dogs?
I don't know. Spider-Man?
Maybe. Which one?
Probably Miles Morales.
Maybe. So get Childish Gambino out here?
No. Definitely. He's too old to play Spider-Man now.
Man, they be de-aging people.
They're not doing that. They're going to find a young Afro-Latino.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Okay, so him, Spider-Man. Who else?
Hulk, Captain Marvel.
Awesome. Captain Marvel. Which one?
Carol Danvers.
Nah, I'm not feeling that. What's my
What you mean?
Nah, I'm not feeling that. What's my girl name? With the other one, the sister.
Oh, what is? I don't remember her character.
Hey, see in that suit, boy. Hey, she up there. She is up there. She's up there. I don't care. She on the team. Okay.
She's not even in the Avengers.
She about to be. She about to be.
Okay. So that's your dream lineup. We got Black Captain America.
Black. Look at everybody black. For everybody black.
I mean, I'm with that.
Everybody black.
We can see it.
Black people defending the planet.
Okay.
And
some people might not like it, but I'm down for it. I'll watch it.
But
you know what we gotta have?
What?
My man Blade got to be in there somewhere because they disrespecting son right now.
That movie's never coming out.
It's coming, bro. Don't say that.
Never coming
Mahershala, we got love for you, man. Tell him, get the script written, something. We waiting for that joint. We are waiting for that. It's happening. Have faith, man.
I'd rather see him come back. Well, he did. So I was like, I'd rather see him come back as like Cottonmouth when he threw. He threw Buddy out the building.
We need him as Blade with a cameo from Wesley Snipes. They murdering vampires for 2 hours, and then you can link that up into like Midnight Sun. Doctor Strange come through with the woosah, and then boom, you got all the connects. Like they're playing with Blade. You got what's the Agatha joint? You got the Agatha joint coming out
can we also talk about
before Blade.
Can we also talk about something I'm not going to talk about the event, but I'm just going to talk about the character.
Okay.
I really like Jonathan Majors' character. I thought that
he was all right.
cool.
He was all right.
I thought that was pretty cool.
But he fumbled the bag, though.
He did. That's his fault.
So we was with him till we wasn't.
Yeah.
And
now, like I said, I don't
Megan's
know
holding him down.
Huh?
Now Megan's holding him down.
He'll be back. Maybe.
Not in Marvel.
Okay. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Who black would you put in a Marvel movie that hasn't been in one yet?
Mahershala Ali.
Okay. Anybody else?
I feel like John Boyega could play a character somewhere.
John Boyega's not doing anything. I feel like
with
he's
Disney
not
again.
Yeah. I feel like after like Star Wars, he was like, I'm straight.
They did fumble the bag with that because Finn could have been the dopest Star Wars storyline since the first trilogy. But we'll talk about that in another episode.
It's a space janitor.
We'll talk about that.
It's a space janitor.
He was a stormtrooper that was a Jedi. Come on, fam.
That would have been live.
But
he's a stormtrooper that worked janitorial services.
And he knew how to fight with a lightsaber. So what we talking about?
He didn't know how to fight with a lightsaber.
He fought Kylo.
For like 2, yeah.
And
I was hyped.
He should have got diced up immediately.
I was hyped in the trailer when he picked up
exactly
the lightsaber, and then they was like, "Hey, man, what do you know about this base?" And he was like, "I don't know. I work janitorial services." And it was like, in a galaxy far, far away, the most we gonna be is a janitor. You still cleaning toilets in a galaxy far, far away, 5,000.
I mean, it could have still worked. Rey? She was a space scavenger, and then she just happened to be related to Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
but trash.
Okay, here's what we need. Here's what we need for Marvel. X-Men.
Yes.
Let's get rid of the Avengers. They had their run. Great for them.
So let X-Men be the lead group for the next phase.
Yeah, it's time for the X-Men. Fantastic Four. They already got.
So you think that'd be harder than?
Yes.
Just full stop. That'd be harder.
Yes.
All right. I mean, you still got the same problem.
Would you rather see the X-Men or the B-League Avengers? Remember when you played basketball as a youth, there's A-team, B-team. The B-team was the sorry people that you had to pick, and you like had to play them for half of the game.
I mean, that's facts. At this point, we've had years of the Avengers. So if the X-Men is hard, definitely I want to see them, the version of them folded into Marvel now. Yes. But it got to be hard. Or I'd rather be with the B-team Avengers. Better. Are their characters just better?
Yes.
You don't even like Cyclops. You're going to see a lot of Cyclops if you get the X-Men.
Now they go kill him like they always do. Police. I'll tell you something, man. My heat for Cyclops will always remain. He left Morph.
So and then on top of that, you're going to get the B-League Wolverine, unless they get Hugh Jackman to sign on for another 10 movies to play Wolverine until he's 80.
Wolverine. You could find somebody to play Wolverine. Who? I don't know.
Exactly. Nobody's playing Wolverine better than Hugh Jackman.
What about my man who plays Venom?
Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
You're bugging.
Why am I bugging?
You're bugging.
Why am I bugging? Give me a reason why I'm bugging.
He don't have the physicality.
Ain't he like short and stocky and kind of swole?
If you going for the comic version of
that's what they've been doing.
Oh, you want the super short, swole version of Wolverine?
Hasn't the Avengers been like more comic like
accurate?
Yeah.
I mean,
so you don't even watch
Not really.
I mean, because technically Hawkeye had the mask with the purple and stuff.
Yeah.
But, and Vision was white with the cape.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. People have seen one version of Wolverine the whole time he's been in movies. We've never had another version of him.
But we've had, it can happen. We've had multiple versions of Spider-Man. Had multiple versions of Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, after, what's his name? Swear to Me. That Batman.
What, Christian Bale?
Yes.
But that was the best version.
I'm just saying. What's his name's pretty good. I don't know nobody's name.
What, Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, Robert
in
Pattinson.
The Batman?
Yeah.
He's dope, but that's a whole other version.
But I'm just saying there's a whole other version. You can have a whole other version.
I mean, it got to be some good writing, man.
It just gotta have a suit. Okay, you put him in a brown and yellow suit.
That's all you worried about.
That's all I'm worried about. That's all I care about.
All right.
Professor X, just roll through. You got people who can play Storm. Like you have a whole lineup for X-Men.
I mean, I don't think it's bad if they move to X-Men, but they gotta do it right.
Be Iron Man and Dr. Doom.
Terrible move. Terrible.
I'm just saying, we can have another Wolverine.
I mean, if that's your basis of moves, then sure.
Okay, what would you do? You're in charge of Marvel. What's your next move?
My next move would bring in. I would have brought in Dr. Doom, but have him played by Mads Mikkelsen, because that would be a better Dr. Doom. It makes no sense to have Iron Man be Dr. Doom unless they're playing as the variant of Dr. Doom. Right.
Yeah.
Unless they're doing that and kill him off and bring in actual Dr. Doom, is a bad move.
Okay.
So I'd have that. That lets you introduce Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Then I'd have Blade.
Fantastic Four has been historically trash, but
right.
But
if you do it right with Dr. Doom, then I'd have Blade come in, standalone movie, but post-credit be to introduce Midnight Suns with Doctor Strange and Moon Knight and Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Have that connect all of them. So you get all the occult, ghost, demon stuff.
Okay.
All of that. Then you can bring in X-Men, standalone.
Okay.
And then let them link up with something in the post-credits. That eliminates all of everything got to be interconnected and lets them stand strong on their own with the intros. Rather than, we got all these cameos and it's a weak movie because it's filled with cameos.
Let me ask you this question. If DC lights it up, does Marvel still have a chance?
How will DC light it up?
I don't know. I'm just asking. They got James Gunn over there. Isn't he running the new Superman?
He's running it, but
But let's just say this. Let's just say it's a smash. Let's just say out the gate, Superman smashes.
I don't think the L's DC has taken would be eliminated by a few wins here.
Okay, I'm just saying. But they're both in raw spots, right?
They are
it's
definitely.
It's anyone's game right now. That's what I think. It's anyone's game.
It's still more Marvel's game because they got the TV shows too. And they're rebooting the Netflix property. So Daredevil about to come back with Punisher and all that. That was a fam. I don't know about Luke Cage.
See, why you hating? Now, see, you got on me about.
I'm saying, I don't know if they're bringing back Luke Cage.
They trying to go to Harlem.
I don't know if they're bringing him back. I'm cool with Luke Cage. I don't know if they're bringing him back though. I know they definitely not bringing back Iron Fist.
Bro, let me tell you something. ain't nobody asked for that. Luke Cage got cheeks. First episode.
Yo.
And then proceeded to mop up his neighborhood. I like that.
That's superhero for you?
That's superhero for me.
That's
yeah, I like that.
Street level superhero stuff.
Street level superhero. I like that.
I mean, he did his thing. I didn't like that episode where he dabbed.
Oh yeah.
That was mad corny. But I liked Luke Cage though. I just don't know if they're bringing him back.
To do that. I feel like they was all right, you're gonna dab, and he was like, don't make me do that.
I hope he was mad. Mike Coulter, we need to know if he was mad about that because we didn't like that look for you, brother. But I would.
He was shot up too. He had the Carhartt on.
Yeah, the Carhartt.
He walked off.
Did he have Tim's on?
Yeah, he did. He's like, yeah, I'm keeping the streets safe. I'm out.
Exactly.
Hold up. It's like, wait, what? What was
that joint, I was like,
yo.
But I mean, I would like if they brought back Luke Cage with that whole...
Because he was the villain by the end. That's what I liked about it. He was like, I'm going to be the mob boss.
Right.
And it was like, damn, Luke Cage, who's going to stop him? Not the
police. That's facts. I like that. If they bring back him, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, not Iron Fist, we'd be straight.
And I like old boy who played Kingpin.
Oh yeah, true that.
So, all right, let's wrap it up. Over under Marvel succeeding 2025, 2026.
If they bring back Blade, they'll succeed. If they don't, I'm not messing with them no more. I'm lying, but still.
This all rests on Blade.
It don't rest on Blade, but that's a strong linchpin of new beginnings. you started with Blade, you reboot with Blade. I mean, I feel like that'd be a nice little, and it's something we haven't seen in a while. Well, we don't see vampires like that. We got Underworld, we got Twilight. Where's the vampires at? Let Blade come through, slice and dice, and then set it off on the new phase.
Until you do right by the X-Men. All that you do.
X-Men gotta be dope. X-Men gotta be dope. For sure. And we need Channing Tatum as Gambit, for sure.
Hey, listen, do whatever you want, bring it back. You got all the time in the world, I guess. Ain't nothing else out right now.
That's true. That's true. Movies are in a bad place right now.
And hopefully it'll get better.
Yep.
But I think that wraps us up for today.
That does. Episode 2, Ultimate Blerds. We are out once again. We'll see you in the next one. And be safe out there.
I was the first black superhero.
Peace.